I was born in 1986, but I'm doing videos about the Constitution. So me telling you my date of birth is it's kind of a little bit waiving my right.
I don't want to talk to you. You're too close to me. You should just back up, go to work. Do you understand that?
What are we doing?
Jeremy, I don't want to speak with you.
Well, we definitely like to come in and highlight our local fire departments because I believe that you guys are definitely heroes. You know, in my own personal opinion, I believe that you guys are more heroes than our police officers.
Touchdown at Orlando International Airport expecting TSA lines and holiday chatter, then watch a self-proclaimed Matlock cop unload insults at a camera-carrying traveler. Cue two Orlando officers who turn the scene around with calm Constitution talk from Fourth Amendment searches to First Amendment filming. Stick around to see how quickly bad attitude meets professional policing.
To be on the first line. We're trying to explain it.
Can I help you?
What are you offering?
What happened?
What are you offering?
Anything you want, Papito.
I'm okay, thanks. What'd you just call me?
What you call record me for?
What did you call me?
I say, what the fuck you recording me for? That's what I said.
Is it as a lead officer? Is it an example to curse
Yeah,
at the people?
Why are you in my personal business?
Why am I in you're in a public place, sir? Why you be so rude? What's your name? What's your name? What you said? You're rude. You're a rude guy. I want to know your name. Yeah, did you know there's thousands watching you? We're under a big complaint on you, buddy. Hey, brother, could you tell me what was that guy's name? He disrespected the fuck out of me. You saw that.
You're gonna have to talk to him yourself, or you can ask for a supervisor over here if you want.
All right, cool. I'll do that. What's your name? Because you were here, so you witnessed him doing that. So, what's your name? Darren.
Yeah.
All right, Darren. Thank you so much. We got the Orlando police right here. Holy guacamole. See how it goes. How's it going?
Good.
Quick question. How come you guys always do this? Why do you guys always put your hands up here?
Think of this.
I want to take your point of view on that. I've asked it before, but I want to know why is it that you do it?
Okay. So if I came up to you right now, you have something in your hands, correct?
Yes, sir.
What if I became a threat? Now,
Well, I mean, nowadays, people think anything is a threat. So.
Well, you got to remember, people are like animals, right? So if you look at it from a basic level, an instinctive level, then you have reaction. So what I don't want, if you ever been slapped in the face, what you don't want is you don't want to deny yourself or delay the ability to stop that attack, correct? So you got that in your hand. It's going to take you a couple of milliseconds for your brain to process. I need to put this phone down, and I need to protect my face, right? Well, if I took my hands and I put them down and I put them in my pocket, then those seconds could cost me a slap in the face. Or if I took them and put them in my back pocket. But I have them here, right? Where they are. So if I was a boxer, if I was a fighter, what's my quickest means of defense up front? It's here, correct?
Absolutely.
So me to transition from this to this is simpler than me going from here with my hands in my pocket and then coming up, because my hands are already where I want them.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you so much for the explanation. How long you been at Orlando police?
When were you born?
Well, I'd rather not say.
Why not? You asking me?
Well,
What year were you born?
respect. Well, I'll tell you. You're a nice guy. I was born in 1986, but I'm doing videos about the Constitution. So me telling you my date of birth is it's kind of a little bit waiving my right.
Bro, that's public record. Don't say it.
No, it's not public records if I don't give it to you.
You mean to tell me somebody that knows you can't go and look up your information?
Well, somebody that knows me, yes. But like if you don't, I don't really want to call myself that. I'm just a regular guy with a camera. But yes, we're sort of auditing if you really want to think
you
about
got
it.
the right guy, because I understand where you guys come from, and I believe for the most part the same way that you do.
I appreciate it.
So
There's thousands watching our channel right now, so we appreciate. In our channel we praise good, courteous public employees, and then if they do a bad job and if they're rude, we expose it. Like, for example, I just audited TSA a minute ago, right before you guys.
yeah,
And the leader, it says lead supervisor or lead
Yeah.
something. He said, excuse my language, but he said, "Why the fuck are you filming me, bitch?"
so then when
So,
you do
so
this,
our point is, yes, he has the right to
You got
freedom
that on
as.
video.
Yes, I have it on video.
Okay.
He has the right to say that, and I would, I would
No,
die.
he does not have the right to say that.
Well, he does, just not at work. That's where I'm.
Exactly.
That's where I'm going.
That's
He
exactly
does have the right to say all of those mean, ugly things to me because the First Amendment guarantees him as a citizen those rights.
Right.
Extremely
I can
unprofessional.
guarantee you
In
it's
what
against
job
the
do you?
policy.
In what job do you get away with that?
No, I can guarantee you it's against his policy.
It's against his policy.
But
Yeah.
you know what? When you allow stuff, most people's problem is I call it, if somebody kicks you in the butt, right? How do you make the kick $2?
How you make
Now,
it?
you can ask them and you can say please, or you can break off their leg. So in this case, either you can sit back and you can do nothing about that, and then that makes it okay for the next person to get hammered the same way you did, right? But you can also make a complaint. Now, if you make a complaint and nothing happens, that's fine. But if the behavior is consistent, so now you got like 5 or 6 people saying the same thing, that's smoke. And where there's smoke, there's probably a fire.
Yeah.
If anything, it's gonna be uncomfortable. You know?
So,
So
hope.
you asked how long I've been doing this.
Yeah, actually, we're
Since
pretty good
1994.
time together and stuff.
Oh, how are you?
What's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
It's good to see you. I
Good
haven't
to-
seen you in a while. You don't come
good-
around and see me anymore.
I know. I'm a family man.
He actually would call me by name and get my name pronounced correctly.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember you.
That's like, I said, either way, this guy's got to be good with me because he always got my name right.
and
I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been?
hey man, we're auditing America. We came back a few months ago from Guam doing these videos. I'm the first guy that goes to Guam and says to the Guam police, "Hey, do you guys get any training on, like the Constitution and stuff?" And, I love Guam people. They're very nice and everything. But his answer was, "The Constitution? Nah, we don't get any training on that." So it broke my heart to see him because they're getting millions of dollars, full uniforms like you guys. You know what I'm saying? They got brand new trucks. It's just trucks. The brand new SUVs that you guys have. Not even regular cop cars. They order the expensive stuff. So imagine how much it costs to deliver like one of those Chevys or from here to Guam. A lot of money.
It almost doubles the price.
Yes, a lot of money. So we need more training over there. I got the opportunity to sit down with the Governor Palacios, in the Northern Mariana Islands. I spoke about a few things. Like, have you guys ever been to the Marianas?
No.
Well, and when you go to the Marianas, Saipan, Tinian, and Rota, from the mainland, they want to treat it over there as if it was an international flight, even though you're an American citizen, because it's still considered a domestic flight. Even though it's in the other side of the world, it's a U.S. territory.
Right.
So I travel with only my ID.
Right.
So when I get to the airport, they're making, instead of dividing the traffic for the people that are coming from other countries, well, they're not doing that. So they want to make us American citizens fill out a customs form.
For what?
Yes, sir. So
That's a violation of Fourth Amendment.
exactly, that's exactly what I said, and my video got 1 million views on Facebook because I stood up for myself at the airport against tyrants, man. They wanted to know, like, they wouldn't want to let me in Guam unless I gave up the hotel where I was gonna stay at, how many days. They want to know when are you leaving, for how long you staying. Yes.
And you did a video on it?
I have it on. If I have this saying, people lie, but videos don't.
Yeah.
So
You are correct.
you know.
What was their response to that? I mean, that's like going to Puerto Rico and them telling you,
Dude,
you
I
have
had
to go to, you know, customs for Puerto Rico.
I had to tell him straight up, respectfully. I was like, respectfully, sir, I don't feel comfortable giving you that information. As an American citizen, I have the right not to answer those questions. And, you know, it took me a while. It took me about 10 minutes. But then I was on they let me be on my way.
You guys do these videos, right? And like I told you, I cheer you guys on for the most part. There's some guys that are jerks with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't go out intentionally. You let people hang themselves. You give them enough rope, you let them hang themselves. Some guys, they like to provoke it.
Yeah.
You know,
A lot of people.
If you're a jackass, it's gonna come out. It's like turds in a toilet. You know, eventually they're gonna stink and they're gonna float. Right?
Yep.
But
Hey, we're all human.
the real problem isn't in you. It's not in me. It's not even in the people that wear the uniform. The real problem is when you pan around in here and you look at all of these people, probably 99% of them don't care enough about their own rights to go and find out.
Yeah,
So everything
that's exactly
you
right.
know-
You're absolutely right.
So you're not going to get screwed over, right? Because you know. Guess what? They try that with me. Oh, I'll run it with you. I'll run the Constitution. I'll run it for you all day long because I know it. Well, if you try to run that with me, if you try to run it with you, guess what? You're going to get hit in the head with it. But what happens? What happened with COVID when they told people that you couldn't travel unless you were essential? What is essential? You tell me.
That's what can be essential for that's, you know, what can be essential for you may not be essential for me. And
Where's it written?
bro, we could be having the zombie apocalypse outside, and this will always still be the United States of America. Those rights are guaranteed.
Let me tell you something. You hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought, because it might come down to that.
For real.
But like I said, we're not the problem. You're not the problem. The problem is that you're making the videos and you're showing it, you're exposing it, but the real reason that people continue with bad behavior is because they're allowed. Now, if I got 100 people and I violate a rule on 99 of them, and then the one guy goes, hey, wait a minute, you can't do that because there's a rule against that. There's a law against that. You can't do it. If the one guy says it, and I pull him to the side and go, okay, I'm going to let you go. I just screwed 99 people. And you know what? They're good with it. They walked away. They didn't say anything. The reason why is because they didn't even know they were getting screwed. Now, is that my fault? No. Is it your fault? No. But you know what? If you're walking around in this world, you better pick up a book. You better know where you're going. You better know what you're doing. You better read the instructions. And if you don't, then you deserve what you get. Now, as my part, as a decent human being, as an honorable man, my part is always to be righteous and do the right thing. However, everybody is not righteous.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't give a crap what you think.
That's why you guys do the you put your life in on the line so that the people who are not righteous, you can you know, put them to the side. And unfortunately, like you said, there's a lot of fixing to do in our country. And hopefully, if the word of the Constitution spreads around a little bit more, then we will have people respecting each other more.
But you can't fix people that don't want to be fixed. And you can't help people that don't want to be helped. Everybody walking around with a cell phone has access to Google, right? If they had a question about the way they got treated, the way you got treated in here, if they had a question about it, you can Google it. You go on YouTube and be like, hey, this video, hey, I got treated bad by, you know, TSA. I wonder if I can do anything about that. There's gonna be something on Google about it. There's gonna be something about a YouTube video, somebody saying, hey, check out this checkpoint. There's gonna be something there. And if you don't go and get it, if you don't go and find out for yourself, Why should I care if you're the one that got screwed? It didn't affect me. I know my rights. And you ain't getting
Absolutely, absolutely.
So if you let yourself be in that position, sorry, you'll learn today.
It's everybody's duty to know their rights. You know, it's
When I was in school, we went to class and we learned about civics. Okay, and civics covered, you know, the Constitution. It covered, you know, basic how the government works. It covered what kind of authority the government has. And when you start to understand that, even a basic understanding of it, you can start to put two and two together. But if you don't care, if you're just happy with status quo, then just anybody can come. I mean, if I walked up to your house and knocked on the door and pushed my way in and said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing? I just wanted to come in and talk to you." Yeah, but I don't want to talk to you. Oh, well, I'm here now, so, you know, what do you want to talk about? Well, how about you get out? 99% of people, they don't know they can say, get out. I'll tell you who does know. If you walk down on Paramore, if you walk down on Livingston Street, and you walk up to somebody trying to do a terrorist stop, and you tell them, hey, do you mind if I search you? They're going to be like, no, bye, and turn around and walk off. Guess what? I don't have problem cars. I'd walk away. But if I went to Baldwin Park and did that, their assumption would be, oh, well, he can do that. Whose fault is that?
Absolutely.
So the thieves and the criminals, they get educated by the system. I trust them more when it comes to quoting precedent or talking about what the Fourth Amendment means. I trust them more. I can have a discussion more with them than I can have with some guy making $250,000 a year living in Baldwin Park.
So true.
Because they know the law.
Yeah, it's
But
true.
why is it that Bob making $250 doesn't know the law? So who can be taken advantage of? It's Bob. And then Bob's gonna get his feelings hurt. And then after he gets his feelings hurt, because he thinks he's Matlock, and he ends up in the back of the car going to jail because he ran his mouth, I can't help you. Thanks for helping me do my job. You know, because you're stupid.
So true. What's your name again? Tomlinson. Oh, Officer.
I'm irrelevant because I'm a dinosaur. I'm retired. I shouldn't even be here.
Really?
But I'm irrelevant because they don't.
Nah, man, you're
you
here.
don't have cops like me anymore.
You're
I'm from a bygone era.
You're definitely a rare breed. You know, most of the time, I've already done over 1,300 videos, right? So I've had a lot of interactions with police officers all over the country, and most of the time, bro, it hurts my feelings because they're like, oh, you're one of those guys. Once you just even mention the Constitution, oh, he's one of those guys.
Listen, man.
You know, and I'm like, what do you mean?
When I come to work, my big thing is, if I come in, I'm no different talking to you right now than if I was wearing Vans, Levi's, and a Fruit of the Loom t-shirt. If you were to talk to me when I was at the gym working out, you'd be talking to the same guy. This does not change me.
That's good.
Not at all.
That's very good.
And
Some people don't know that. I guess I don't know that. You know, they get the power of being a police officer.
There's no power.
And
You're a man.
I don't know. Some people feel like they have superpower. You know?
I know exactly what you're talking about. They feel like this adds, it's like a +10. It's not. It's not 10 dudes in your back pocket.
We're supposed to be a team here, you know?
And that's
It's
why
like,
I say I do it in jeans and a t-shirt the same way. If you needed help from me and I was at Publix, I'm helping you the same way I would here. The difference is, here, I'm getting paid by the city. At Publix, I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do.
absolutely.
There's no other way to look at it. You
Mm-hmm.
know? It's your obligation as a man. It's your obligation as an American citizen.
Yeah.
If you see somebody that you have the ability to help, if you have the ability to help a man and you turn around and walk away, you're a jackass.
There's something wrong with you, definitely. Hey, officer.
Thanks.
Thank
man.
you so much. My
I
name
hope your
is
videos do well.
Enrique.
Enrique?
Enrique.
What's your YouTube channel?
Auditing America.
I'm gonna look it up.
It's gonna be there.
I'm gonna subscribe.
People are gonna. Thank you so much. You know, people are. I'm sure I already been doing these videos for over 4 years now.
Yeah.
And so I kind of know how my audience already is.
Yeah.
And people will love the fact that you guys have been extremely respectful, and you've been, you know, you've treated me with like a friend, explaining to me your points of views of the Constitution and about our rights.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
You got my right.
We like I said, we love to promote good cops and expose the tyranny.
Ticket counters, man, and talk to these people over there because
Yeah.
they get problems with the passengers. So the passenger will pull out their phone and do exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, all the time.
But
You know how many people post videos on the airport nowadays
But
on the
know what
internet?
they do? No, they call us over. So now the animosity is on me as the police officer because somebody from the airline called the police. But then when I get there, what they say is, hey, we just need you to take his phone and delete that video because
Oh my God.
he took a picture of me.
Yeah, we need you to go. Did you know I enforce the law? I don't break it.
Okay, no, you can't do that. Well, I have to give him permission. No, you don't, because this is a public space.
Exactly.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You can always download a copy of my body cams.
Man, you guys are great. And you are?
Rob Little.
Mr. Little,
It's
or
you, right?
Officer Little. Yes, yes. We have 200 and almost 300,000 subscribers. So if everybody's watching this video, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for tuning here with us and also protecting our rights here at the Orlando International Airport.
Keep putting in work, man. Keep people honest.
Thank you.
You know, I welcome people to come. You can try me, and you can try me again. And every time, I'm gonna pass your test.
Awesome. We need more officers like Officer Tomlinson and Officer Little.
Most people, they don't allow that.
Don't retire, guys.
I'm done. I'm already done.
Oh, man. Well, see you around.
The takeaway power isn't in the badge, it's in knowing the rules you swore to uphold. When one officer's ego collides with a rolling camera, it only takes a pair of well-informed cops to prove that courtesy and the Constitution still fly no matter the terminal. Sutter County, CA, a roadside smog check survey looks harmless until drivers learn CHP officers are funneling every car into a lot detaining people who've broken no law. Watch one auditor shout "just say no" and go sparking a parade of nervous motorists who suddenly refuse, and an inspector who can't resist trading insults. Ready to see how quickly a voluntary program unravels when the public remembers its rights.
So it's actually stupid.
Here's a description of what we're doing.
I know what you guys are doing.
What are we doing?
I don't want to talk to you. You're too close to me. You should just back up, go to work. Do you understand that?
What are we doing?
Jeremy, I don't want to speak with you. Do you get it?
Obviously very curious about this.
Listen carefully, right? I don't want to speak with you.
Okay.
Do you get that?
That's great.
Okay, cool. What a dumbass. This guy's a... This guy clearly has a little issue with me, being here recording and telling people not to let them do what they're doing. It's like, this is what we're doing. What you're actually doing is illegally detaining people when they don't have a right to stop. They don't have to stop. And they're having a cop do it so it looks official, and then he pawns it off like they're not detaining them, but you guys are. You're detaining people.
How are we detaining them?
Are you stopping them on their travels? That's a detainment, bud. That's a cop. That's a detainment. Just look up the law. This is illegal. This type of checkpoint is not authorized by the U.S. Constitution or the Supreme Court. Okay. Only DUI checkpoints.
That's why we do this every day, right?
And you're stupid for doing it, and your boss is for having you guys do it.
Okay.
It's not legal.
There's a health and safety code.
This
44081 Alpha 1.
Why does this guy get so fucking close
You're
to
so
me?
curious, buddy.
I'm not curious. I know the laws better than you do, clown
Then
boy.
why are you, if you're not curious, why are you filming us?
Because I'm documenting what you guys are doing.
Educate you, but you don't want to be.
I don't need your education.
Okay, well,
I'm
then
documenting what you're doing.
Okay, but, well, I don't know how to explain to you that you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Okay, yeah.
So you guys are.
We just tried to show you.
You guys are allowed to detain people and stop them on their travels when they have committed no crime.
California driver's license.
When they've committed no
Your
crime.
name on the back of a California driver's license. It says that you will follow any lawful order that is given to you by law enforcement.
That's not true. Lawful order, but lawful order. In order to be detained by an officer, you have to have reasonable suspicion. Yes, he is. When he goes out and tells them to stop and pull in here, he's detaining them. When they stop and speak to you, that's a detainment. No, it's not about agree to disagree. I know way more about this than probably even him. Okay, I say so.
Okay, and that makes you smarter than everyone.
It's not about being smarter. It's about documenting what you guys are doing. This guy's a.
But you don't
These guys, I don't understand these guys.
That's fine. So you don't want to see something that might prove you wrong on your own channel? Cool.
You think I don't know the codes?
We just tried to show them to you. And
You think I don't know them? But what you don't understand is there's Supreme Court. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, why don't you just do your job and shut up?
I am doing my job. What are you doing?
Watching you, documenting.
Okay. No, you're arguing with me.
You're talking to me. I didn't speak with you at all until you spoke to me, buddy. The camera will show it. So don't communicate. I don't communicate back. I don't want to talk to you. Just like I told that clown over there that I didn't want to talk to him. I'm telling them not to let you guys do it and keep going.
Okay.
Because they have a right to.
Yeah, and look, they're still doing it.
Right.
How's that working for you?
Hey, ignorant. They're scared. They see a cop. They just say, yeah, okay, I'll comply.
The cop's not talking to him.
Yeah, he is. He's stopping them. I heard him talk to people. I have him on camera telling him to come talk to you.
Check your camera.
Yeah, I have him on camera telling him to talk to you, don't I? That's talking to people. Hey, idiots. These guys are idiots. Just close your mouth. Just take my own advice. Who do you work for, bud?
So there's that interaction you said you're not doing.
Well, now I'm curious. Who do you work for? You work for the public, right? And you're telling me to shut my mouth and take my own advice?
I don't work for the public.
BAR is not paid for by the public?
No.
It's not? So that's privately owned, huh?
Law enforcement.
It's not about law enforcement. That's not privately owned. That's a publicly owned company. It's a public entity you work for. Therefore, you work for the public. Am I wrong about that too?
That's how you want to define it.
I'm not. That's how it's defined.
Is it though?
Yeah, legally. Yeah, you get paid by tax
now
dollars.
We're going back to legally.
Yeah, you get paid by tax dollars. That's how it's defined.
Okay.
So this dude just hit his button. I heard the record go on. So now he's recording people while he's at work, recording the public as well while he's at work. I would have just stood there quietly. You guys didn't want to come talk to me. You guys come talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. I walked up quietly until he came over 3 times.
Right now, dude.
Right, because I'm trying to figure out if you work for the public and why you're telling me to shut my mouth and being rude and disrespectful to the public.
Where did I say to shut your mouth?
Well,
go back in your recording.
Didn't I tell you to shut your mouth? Let's say you don't want to talk to me, shut your mouth. And what'd you say? Take your own advice, shut your mouth. That's what you said, right?
I didn't say shut your mouth.
Okay. Take your own advice. The same thing, buddy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is this a weird
the good part is that if you guys act up and do dumb stuff and record people while you're at work and stuff like that, you don't get to file a complaint on me because I don't work for the public, but I get to file a complaint on you because you do. And then we hold you accountable in that way. You understand? That's why that guy, wherever he went, the highway patrol, is not saying nothing because he knows better. He knows he works for the public. He knows to just shut up. Let me do what I do. Leave me alone. He knows to not come stand 3 inches from me. Like he knows these things.
What we try to do to you is explain to you what we're doing out here.
And I clearly said I don't want to talk to you. I said I don't want to talk to you.
Exactly. So why are you interacting?
Because you started talking to me.
No.
Yes, you did.
I was done, and you're over here.
No. It's not about being done. You told me I should shut my mouth.
I did not say
and so now I wanted to know who you work for. I wanted to get your name so I can file a complaint. So yeah, I'm over here talking to you now because I wanted to know who just told me I should shut my mouth.
I never said that.
Now I want to know who is recording me, which I already have Jeremy's name. But I wasn't talking to you guys at all until Jeremy Jeremy came and got 3 inches from my face like this on camera, and I had to tell him several times, I don't want to speak to you. And I was nice about it. Hey, I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to speak to you. Until you guys kept doing it. And now, I'll probably be a because you made me mad. So now I'm just going to be an asshole to you because you guys are right? If you would have left me alone, I would have just stood here quietly, probably told the people, hey, you don't have to do this. Don't stop. Keep driving like I did to other people. Some would stop, some wouldn't. That's all that would have happened. But you guys created a conflict.
No.
No? Okay. All right, cool. That's your opinion. So we got Jeremy recording. Let's get his camera here. Get a video of him recording. Yep, there we go. We got it. Awesome. Got the screen. So now when they say, well, he wasn't recording, he was just holding his phone, I actually recorded the screen, so I got that. Shouldn't you be telling people, hey, this is completely voluntary. You don't have to do it.
It is a voluntary survey.
Right.
If they ask if they have to, I tell them absolutely
Well,
not.
why not just be upfront and say, hey, you don't have to do this. We're just asking.
Because that is how our instruction manual is of how they
Right, because people get scared into doing it. And I asked this lady, she said, I'm not worried, but no, they didn't tell me I couldn't do it. I felt like I had to. Exactly what she said. Exactly. You guys see a highway patrol, people get scared. They get nervous. They think they have to. That's my point. Hey, just so you know, you can say no. You have every right to say no.
The takeaway, a clipboard plus a cruiser, doesn't equal lawful authority. Detentions require reasonable suspicion. Surveys require consent. When officials skip that civics lesson, a single voice can remind hundreds to exercise the simplest power of all no thanks. But what happens when that same voice parks just steps from a police station tonight? A lone citizen with a rolling camera parks just steps from a Midwestern police station and sparks a showdown over one simple question. Do you have to hand over your ID, or can you hold your ground? From nervous clerks to a sprinting deputy, watch how a routine recording test becomes a crash course on the First Amendment.
Doug.
How you doing, Doug?
Commander.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
Actually, I'm not. Lieutenant Zach is.
Well,
Oh, wow.
Doug, you're very knowledgeable, okay, and what he's looking for. Can you explain him what he's looking for?
Like Mrs. Donna already told me that in order for me to get a FOIA, I have to go, obviously, next door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I would do that, but I was telling her I'll come in and before I get the FOIA, I'll document your guys' fire station and we'll be good to go. So, as the lieutenant guy that you guys are referencing, is he available or?
He's actually down at the marina.
Marina? Oh, okay.
He's speaking with the U.S. Coast Guard.
Oh, okay. And that's obviously away from this site, right? The marina, right? Closer to the water.
We do water rescues. We have a boat. We have a dive team.
Really?
Water rescue.
Oh, okay. Well, great.
We were involved. They actually had an incident over this past weekend. A boat lost power.
Really?
And was going up against the rocks. Had rather significant damage. We were involved in helping extricate the people.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we definitely like to come in and highlight our local fire departments because I believe that you guys are definitely heroes. You know, in my own personal opinion, I believe that you guys are more heroes than our police officers. I'm gonna just be perfectly honest. This is my own opinion. Everybody might not opinionate the same way, but I do.
I had a friend of mine who was a detective at my old job who said everyone was a fireman. and I asked him one day, I said, explain that. He said, well, think about it. If someone calls the police, the person that gets called on obviously doesn't want them there. A lot of times the person that's calling doesn't even want to involve the cops, but they know that if they go over there and talk to their neighbor about the loud music for the third time this week on work night, they're going to get into an altercation and someone's going to jail.
That's correct.
So the people that call don't even want to call. Fire department shows up, generally everyone's happy. And I said, well, except the arsonist. He goes, except the arsonist.
Right.
But it makes a lot of sense. You know, we call the cops because a lot of times we don't have anything else to be able to turn to.
Yeah,
so
that's true. That's true. I understand sometimes you do need them in certain situations, but we just like the, we just hate, we're not really anti-police, we're just anti-bad policing, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
And like I say, fire departments, man, I think you guys are like the first line of heroism, you know what I mean, for sure. So we like to definitely highlight that. I went out to my last fire department where I was at Deerfield. Oh man, those guys were great. They gave me a tour. They showed me a lot of. I like to see like the artifacts and things of that nature. I like to see like old vintage things. It's like journalists. Yeah. So yeah. So you come in and see all the fine young men.
I went to the fire academy with a gentleman that was on Deerfield. He wound up passing away a few years ago.
Really?
It's a motorcycle accident.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, man.
But yeah, me and Dean Schroeder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they you know what? Of course, went to Harbor's a smaller city, but Deerfield, man, that fire department, it was like massive, man. They had their own like mechanics and everything that works on you guys. I was like, oh wow, I've never seen anything like that.
They have a lot bigger budget than we do. We're
okay.
The problem is when it burns, it creates cancer-causing chemicals.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It suppresses fires, and people used to have them hanging in their attic.
Okay.
Automatic sprinkler system type thing.
Okay.
And then, yeah, the old sure stop. They call them grenades.
Wow. See, that's why I say it's beautiful to come here and learn things. You know, you hear certain stuff and be like, you know, it's just flabbergasting to me. So appreciate it, man. I appreciate the tour, man. And appreciate you too, Donna. Your professionalism has been great. Thank you guys for explaining a few things to me, not infringing and allowing me to do this. I appreciate it for sure.
No problem. Like I said, just go over there next door. You can walk around this way if you want.
Okay.
Or go whatever way you want.
Yeah.
You park over there, wherever. And then go in there and just tell them what you need.
FOIA request. All right.
Julie, Debbie, and Kara.
Julie, Debbie, and Kara. Okay, appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Donna. And your name again, sir?
Doug Winston.
Doug. Appreciate you a lot, Doug. Thanks a lot.
You just have to push the handle down to
Oh, right here?
lock the door.
Oh, okay. Thanks a lot. Huh, ma'am? I'm sorry, I could.
Are you filming?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have my permission to film me.
What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Julie, and you don't have my permission to film me.
Maybe you could. This young man probably has another question for you or something.
Can I come in and get the mail?
Yes.
Well, like I said, I'm just documenting.
You don't have my permission.
I understand. You said your name is what?
You don't have permission to record me. You shut your recording off.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't need permission.
Yeah, you do.
From
When you
whom?
record somebody, you have to have their permission.
Absolutely not.
Yes, you do.
No, I think you guys are misinformed.
No. You have to have a person's permission if you're going to record them.
Is that a policy?
No, that's anywhere.
Oh no, because I believe that the law states that I can do exactly what I'm doing.
Without my permission. We'll get the law over here to let you know.
Wasn't that just a police officer?
It was not.
Oh, okay. Because it said police on his arm, so I wouldn't.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, Sergeant?
What's happening, man?
Sergeant, let me see if I can get this right without butchering it. Man, I'm gonna tear it up. Bogdala, how you doing, sir? Nothing much. How you doing? Oh man, the guy's coming from all type of directions, man. Well, that's actually great. But real quick, I was just next door at the fire department.
Okay.
And I was coming in as an investigative journalist.
Okay.
And document and go around public buildings, obviously, and create stories for content for a story. That's exactly what I'm doing today. I actually come over here to get a FOIA request for him.
Oh, okay.
So, and the young lady at the front here, forgot her name. She just told me it though. And a couple of young ladies in there, we don't want to be recorded. It's my right not to be. And I try to explain to them that no one has a right to privacy in public. So they did call you guys here. If you can convey that to these young ladies, then we'll be good to go. Yeah. Wouldn't you say Officer Colin? I can say that one. And Cush? Mm-hmm. Oh man, see, I couldn't do Sergeant, man. I got his name all messed up. So, what's your guys' badge number?
164.
164. And you, sir?
233.
233. Appreciate that.
You're absolutely recording.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything illegal or anything like that, nefarious. I'm surprised that the young lady doesn't know that we can do this, Maybe someone needs to update her training, possibly.
You need a FOIA form?
Yes, ma'am. And did the sergeant tell you that I had a right to do it then, ma'am?
You did.
Okay.
In a public place, you can.
Okay, appreciate that.
No worries. There you go.
Thanks a lot.
Pardon me?
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. You have a good day now.
Okay. I'm going to finish documenting.
What you need to do.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, Sergeant, I definitely appreciate you guys coming here.
You bet.
Not trying to infringe, just allowing me to exercise my First Amendment right. You guys was great for that,
The only
man.
problem is anything back there, like anything that's on a computer screen, that's the kind of stuff you can't, because that's private information. Water bills and stuff.
I can understand what you're saying, but
Yeah.
the thing is about it,
But if something comes up the counter, I mean, you could definitely, like, if I was standing on the other side of the glass, you can record me. Just like if there's like paperwork over there, which they.
But to be perfectly honest, real quick, Sergeant, if it is something private, then the onus will be on them to protect it. Like, I can film whatever my eyes can see.
True.
So even if it is a computer or paperwork, they would have to turn over the paperwork, turn around the screen. As long as I'm not doing anything to actually access this employees only, I'm just going to stand right here in the lobby. So. I know it's a waste of resources even getting you guys out here, man. Might be somebody breaking into a gas station or something right now. You guys are held up, and you guys are held up here. So,
There's plenty of us around.
yeah. Well, what's your guys' police chief name?
Current chief?
Yeah.
Velarde.
Velarde. Okay. Because they said so. Well, no, they said the fire chief was at the marina, not the police chief. Okay, right.
It could be.
Yeah. So. Yeah, like I say, those guys next door were great. They showed me around a little bit, gave me a tour, gave me some history and stuff, showed me some artifacts, and came over here and so. Yeah. But like I said, all right, appreciate it, Sarge. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you guys.
So when that unexpected badge taps on your window, remember rights are real, but respect is reciprocal. Keep your camera steady, speak calmly, cite the law, and never mistake courage for contempt. Accountability runs both ways, yours to stay civil, theirs to stay lawful. Master that balance, and every refusal ID encounter proves the Constitution still breathes.